All right, thank you. Have a good day. All right, now look at the zombies. Look at the zombies. Look at the zombies. Look at the zombies. Well, they had the big European female that was sitting across from me doing the hand signals and shit. You know, there was one point where, as the bus was coming in this direction it was going in, you know, they had these perps standing on the sidewalk. And, you know, like what they normally do. Like when I can't record them, they're sending a whole bunch of perps on the side, standing on the sidewalk, doing hand signals and shit like that. All right. So yeah, as I was saying, right. So you had this New York Predator Department officer who was arrested because he used his position as a police officer and pretend to be a director of an ICE facility to threaten this woman because she denied his romantic advance. You know, like I said, when I talk about this stuff, I don't talk about it just to talk about it, all right? Because I hate the New York President Department. I hate the New York President Department because of what they continue to do and what they've done. This stuff from the devils. Why is he doing his hands like that? Right? Look. Yeah, what I tell you, right? When I tell you, so all of that they did yesterday with my daughter was to make so like the school will complain about, you know, but I came in there and I didn't go in there. I wasn't irate. You know, my voice was a little, you know, I did raise my voice a little bit, but that's it, right? And then on top of that too, you know, see this, you know, my daughter's not going to school today. You know what I'm saying? She's home. Her mother left her home. So, you know, I can't even go speak to the teachers today. You know what I'm saying? So what I know that they do is that they keep my daughter up with these technologies, right? With the silent sound. Because every time, I'll say this, every time my daughter's bullied and has some issue with the teacher, the next day, she don't go to school. The next day her mother calling me saying that she's home. All right? This, you know what I'm saying? So I noticed the pattern, you know. My daughter and son there, she knows she's up all night. And it's funny because when I'm there, if I sleep over there, she sleeps through the night. You know, but I said, you know, Pam was like, I said to Pam, I said, listen, stop calling me after 9 o'clock. You know, why don't you call me at 7 o'clock when you're trying to get home, right? Which is the most common sense thing that you would think that her as a parent would do, right? But no, because she's not up at 7. She's up late, later than that, I should say. She's not up at 6. She should be getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning, right? If she, let's say she gets up at 7 o'clock, I can tell the night before, iron the children's clothes, make their breakfast, put it in the fridge. That way in the morning, when they get up, you leave them a note, particularly Ethan. He can leave the house by himself, right? He's old enough, right? But no, you know. So when I said to her, when I told her that, she goes, okay, you're right, I'll change. I'm like, how many times have I heard this shit? The only way she's going to change, I keep telling her, is that you need psychotherapy. You need psychotherapy and a good therapist to help you work through whatever issue and give you tasks to do, you know. Tell you, but they don't, like I said, they'll do everything else except to go get therapy though. And when they go get therapy, it's just a flex. It's just a flex. They take no accountability. They do. Nada. There you go. There you go.
Church Avenue and East 42nd Street.
Thank you. I'm fine. Thank you.
Please execute your report.
they did. When I went there, I called him. Oh, pick up a key. Oh, no. You're. Yeah. Let me answer the other one. Hey.
This stop is Church Avenue and East 42nd Street.
I get to think the same. I got this some food. I got married. I got the answer. Yeah.
If a passenger coming with a can, he might be sitting in front. Those are sitting in front. There's no required to sit here. Let him have a seat.
Something how they do.
Don't worry about it. Just have a seat. But those are sitting in the priority seats. You're not required to sit there. Let this gentleman have a seat.
I can't sit there. I'll have to sit on one over. I'll have to sit over here. I can't sit in those. I can't bend my knee.
Hold a second, boss. Hold on. Boss.
So you can't sit.
Can't sit? Oh, you can't sit. Okay.
That's fine.
All right.
That one I need.
That's all right. No worries. I didn't know.
Next stop, Church Avenue and New York Avenue. Transfer available to be 44. Please exit through the rear door.
Try to bring to me.